Hello, my name is Kenna Mace. I'm studying a master's degree in English language teaching at Universidad ACT4. The subject I'm taking now is phonetics and phonology by teacher Allen Ricardo Aquino Trinidad. In this video, I will explain the correct pronunciation of ed endings of words. In English, there are many words that end in ed. For example, regular verbs in past tense, regular past participles, and adjectives. Today, we will focus on regular verbs in past tense. So, to start, let's check these verbs. Remember that regular verbs in past tense end in ed. So as you can see here, the ed is highlighted in red for a better understanding. Now, I want you to pay attention to the pronunciation of these verbs. Let's start with the first column. Visited, waited, wanted. How is the ed pronounced? Okay, so the ed ending sounds like a id. Let's go now to the second column. Talked, jumped, finished. How is the ed pronounced? Okay, in this case, the ed ending sounds like t. Okay, now let's go to the last column. Traveled, enjoyed, lived. How is the ed pronounced? Okay, the ed ending sounds like th. So now, the big question is, why is the ed pronounced in 3 different ways? How can we know that? To answer the question, we need to learn about the difference between voiced and voiceless sounds in English. So, what are voiced and voiceless sounds? A voiced sound means that it uses the vocal cords and it produces a humming sound, or in other words, a vibration in the throat. For example, put your fingers on your throat here and pronounce the letter Z, Z, Z. So you can notice a vibration in your throat. This is because it's a voiced sound. So a voiceless sound or unvoiced sound is when there is no vibration in your throat and the sound comes in the front of your mouth. Okay, there is no vibration. Okay, you only produce air from your mouth. Okay, so for example, pronounce the letter P. P. Okay, as you can see, you only produce the sound in the front of your mouth here. P. P. Okay. Now, to identify voiced and voiceless sounds, we have to pay attention to our throat vibration. Okay? So, if there is a vibration, it means that is a voiced sound. But there is not a vibration, it's a voiceless sound. Now, here you can see this chart about unvoiced and voiced sounds. Let's check it. F, fat, k, come, p, pit, s, sip, t, ton, ch, chin, th, thick, sh, pressure. As you can see, we don't have a vibration on the throat, okay? We produce the sounds through our mouth, okay? There is no vibration. Now, let's go to the voiced sound. V, bat, g, gum, b, bit, z, sip, th, done, sh, jin, this, sh, pleasure. You notice here a vibration on your throat. Okay, now to identify these three different ways of pronunciation, we need to learn some rules. Okay, the pronunciation of words ending in ed depends on the final consonant sound. There are three different ways to pronounce ed at the end of the words. Okay, we checked this in the previous slides, and these three different sounds are it, t, and th. Okay, now let's go for the rule number 1. It says that if the verb base ends in a T or D, the ed ending sounds like id. Okay? It is pronounced as an extra syllable. For example, want, wanted, need, needed. Okay? So we need to pronounce an extra syllable. Rule number 2. If the verb base ends in a voiceless sound, then the ed ending sounds like t. The t is blended together with the previous consonant and not produced or not pronounced as an extra syllable. For example, help, helped is not helped. Okay, help, helped. Rule number 3. If the verb base ends in a voice sound, then the ed ending sounds like d. The d is blended together with the previous consonant and not pronounced as an extra syllable. For example, call, one syllable, called, one syllable. Okay, we don't pronounce an extra syllable. Now, when we are talking about some words, okay, that ends in a vowel sound, we use the d pronunciation. For example, play ends in a sound, so play becomes played. Okay, follow, followed, enjoy, enjoyed. Remember, it is important that the it sound with the extra syllable is only after words ending in T or D. So, thank you very much for your attention. I hope this video helped you a lot.